Hell yeah. My arteries.
I'm ready. What you got?
Usually I do the explanation at the beginning of the video, but I wanted to save all that for the end, just to condense all my information and answer any legitimate questions that may be asked during the video. Let's start off with the minor details such as the stage itself and its layout. The stage is not exactly one-to-one with the original. Complications with the stage editor itself came up, such as the lack of platforms for 8-player battles, so I had to extend the stage properly just to fit, because if it didn't, then there would be 2 instances where the players would self-destruct. Well, more so with one character, while the other character gets a huge disadvantage. Unfortunately, I didn't record one of them since I was editing the stage on handheld mode, but I managed to record the other. This section of the stage originally had lava, but as the players spawn, one character would spawn on top of that lava section and take damage before the go appears. In another instance, this time I got it recorded, one of the players flat out spawn in midair and instantly die. In a somewhat unrelated note, I also have some issues with being left-handed and having the editing tools on the left side of the screen. Even in left-handed mode, this issue still pertains. What the hell, Nintendo? I'm probably gonna save my critiques for custom stage mode in another video, but overall, while I'm glad stage builder is a thing, and I'm having a lot of fun with a lot of fantastic creations, not only that I made, but from also other players as well, I personally have some minor gripes with it. You may notice the space motif in the background, even though there's a lava background, or at the very least, one that's very close to it. Why did I choose this background to portray the death pool? Well, the short answer is, I misinterpreted one of the features that the mode has. See this color icon? I assume you could change the color of the terrain, and originally I intended to make blue lava, that way it looks like a beautiful lava fall, and it would look amazing behind the space background. The issue is, that's not what this color icon is for at all. It just highlights which platform is in which layer. Riveting. Also, the TBS in the corner stands for The Bassinger. At first I thought I needed some sort of signature to prove that this is my created stage, but after playing it for a while, it just looks tacky in my opinion. I'll remove it once the stage uploads, and if you guys want, here's the ID if you guys want to download it, and test out if the characters that did fail can actually run it back. Of course, assuming if Nintendo keeps removing the stage every month, I will try my best to continue to re-upload the stage until at the very least the end of 2020. It depends on whether or not I have the energy to do so. Please Nintendo, don't be like last time. I guess that's all for the aesthetic department. Now, it's time for the gameplay side and why the characters that failed didn't succeed. Firstly, the rules I have for this challenge is that everyone has to start at 0%, and they must initiate the challenge on their default stance. This means Olimar/Alf starts off with 3 starting Pikmins. Characters with rechargeable projectiles are not allowed to charge them before doing the challenge. Any characters with a gauge or bar starts off at 0, and all 3 Links are not allowed to charge up their bombs. They are allowed to damage themselves once they initiate the challenge, so despite that rule set, they are still allowed to use anything in their arsenal while they do the challenge. Though this may be the default tier list for the challenge, I made a second one if that limitation is not present. So here it is. This would be the tier list if all the characters are allowed to charge up their special attacks. Snake gets his own tier because he's the only character with an infinite recovery. Sorry Mega Man, it was fun while it lasted. Link can theoretically pass the challenge under 2 conditions: damaging himself enough times in order to knock over the passageway, and waiting for the timer for the bomb to explode, passing the challenge at 0%. Ivysaur requires the help of Charizard in order to make it over, so she gets another exception. I kinda showed this off representing Pokemon Trainer. Cloud and Joker require their special bar to be full, with Cloud using his Limit Break at 0%, and Joker using his Arsene Persona, which requires him to be damaged.
Arsene!
For the Mii fighters, I allow them to use any custom move as they are the only characters who can utilize them. Mii Brawler has the moveset 3-1-2-2, Mii Sword Fighter has 3-2-3-3, even though the fighter unfortunately cannot pass, and lastly, Mii Gunner has 1-1-3-1. I tested this out with 1-1-1-1, but to no avail. Now for the characters that did fail, characters like Mario, Dr. Mario, Ganondorf, Chrom, Ike, Squirtle, especially Little Mac, Simon, Richter, and Incineroar. absolutely cannot survive no matter what they did. Special moves such as Mario's Flood, Ike's Up, or Side Special is impossible. Characters with tether recovery such as Ivysaur, Joker, and the Belmonts, no matter what they do, even if they are able to grab the ledge using their tether, they immediately fail due to the fact that the lava is on the side of the platform and they get instantly hit by them. As for characters that are close but not exactly quite enough, both of the Samuses are really close, but no method I've tried allowed them to pass, with the methods I use being the bomb jumps and the charge shots. Same goes for Martha and Lucina, doing the Dancing Blade, doing without the Dancing Blade, and fully charging their neutral special. They were close, but no dice. Goran is an interesting character though. He or she is the only character that actually passed back in the Wii U era, but failed in the new update. The recovery got nerfed pretty bad, so yeah, that's unfortunate. However, it also looks like they were pretty close too. Once again, download ID for this stage is here, and if you guys have an inkling of a chance that the failed characters can indeed make it through, I would love for you guys to showcase it. Unfortunately, replays can't be shared in custom stages, so you all have to rely on either a camera or a capture card. I'll make an update for this video once all the DLC fighters are out. And with that, I believe that's all I have to say about this video. So, what's next for the future? The short answer is not much. I'm going to be absolutely real with you guys here. If you guys remember one of the videos for my cancellation of the Who Can series, it sort of applies here. Not to sound completely down in the dumps, I did remake 2 other stages that I created into the Ultimate Engine, and I'm willing to make videos for them too. The Visor Hole, originally dubbed the V-Hole, yeah, Visor Hole. What the hell did you think the V stood for? And the Black Team Base, originally dubbed the Green Team Base. If you watched Naruto Gaiden back in 2008, which to my knowledge is actually no longer on YouTube, you may recognize the differences between the 2 colors and why the color change. But yeah, there's not really anything I can do with the stage builder that tests the ability different enough for these Smash Bros. Characters. Wait a second, that space background does remind me of something. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. I guess that's my next video idea, reviving Target Smash for every single character. Assuming Nintendo won't bring that back. If they do bring it back, that kind of makes my new series dead. But if they don't, or if they bring back Brawl eras of Target Smash, or this Angry Birds knockoff, I still have a shot at showcasing everyone and what their Target Smash would look like. Until then, I hope you guys stay tuned for what I have to offer, as if you excuse me, I'm off to design more levels to share. Happy smashing!